This thing is looking terrible, as you can see. So welcome back to another video. This one where we haven't worked on this car in a little bit. So we're stepping back into our roots and working on the 33 comp car. Missile, I guess you could say. Looks about as good as my mug. But we found a few walls at the last few events and yeah, completely destroyed this thing. But I got a fair few new parts here, which are going to run over quickly. First being, we have a brand new gearbox. Brand new, I guess. It's pretty brand new. At the last event, I thought I blew the gearbox, but it turned out to be the clutch. In practice, I actually lost a puck off of the twin plate, and it shot out around the belly housing here. Show you, you can see it's been all around it. Damaged it a fair bit, like that. Ended up twisting the input shaft. So I done the entire event with one puck missing. Had a pretty bad vibration, but we kept going. Ended up winning that event, which was dope, but we done a lot of damage. We got a new gearbox, brand new twin plate extreme clutch that a homies down at CPG hooked us up with, sorted it out. So if you guys need any clutches or anything parts from them, hit them up because they'll look after you. They're legends down there. I think this is the old clutch fork. It looks to be okay condition. A little bit of wear, which is very common. Nothing too major. But anyway, we got a twin plate sprung center, and then we have a brand new 1:4 close ratio gear set from Speedtech. So they're a bit strong, like much stronger. I haven't broken any yet, and I've ran it for about 3 years with decent power in this car and a bit of grip. So it's not too bad. Then we got all new synchros, all new bearings, all new selector forks. They did this dope billet center plate, which is super strong. Should be perfect. So just need to bolt the back plate of the shifter on, and then we can pretty much throw this in once the clutch is in. Then the homies down at Phoenix Performance in NZ, Ben Jenkins, Troy Jenkins, hooked us up. Battled Ben Jenkins at the last round 3 battle royale, and met him. Yeah, obviously spoke to him. He's a legend. He said he'd hook me up, and he did. So we're going to replace this. I think it's about a 4 or 5 year old Aeroflow intercooler, which is yeah, it's been in a lot of crashes, a lot of hits with other cars. Like back in the day when we used to street, got hit, and that pushed the main intercooler into the radiator. Sorry, popped the radiator. So I'm surprised. I would not be surprised if this thing has been leaking for a while now. The reason we're doing all this work is because we got the last round of Battle Royale, Keeper Battle Royale here, and we're actually leading the championship by 1 point. So I would have loved to clean this car up, but just don't have the time or the money to clean it up. So we're going to leave it how it is. I'll try and straighten the rear a little bit, get some of my old cracked tail lights, put them in, because they're going to be smashed for sure. It's crossover layout, which I'll insert here. Oh, aircon. It was on me then.
Your leads are so good.
It's a dope layout. Last time we drove it was 2019. I actually won that event too, which was, that feels like a long time ago, about 3 years ago. Same car, but different, much different. Still had a half cage in it. It was still pretty much a street car, just it had about 300 kilowatt stock gearbox, stock rear end. I think it had Black Arts knuckles in it, so it still had some good steering in it. But besides that, it was relatively stock. Anyway, I need to stop talking so much. I'm going to chuck it in the air, get the clutch in, and yeah. Oh, I also got my GTR diff backlash reset and stuff like that. So yes, anyway. And here we go. I thought I'd just quickly show the actual damage. This is from the stuff in the clutch flying around. And I'm guessing the vibration from the clutch destroyed the spigot too. Which we got a new one of them to go in. This is my clutch that I used the entire event like this. That is insane. So that is a massive testimony to the competition twin plate clutches, but this one was actually cracked as well. a few places, but then we had to pull it off with the pulley. But yeah, honestly, for a clutch to explode like that, then last the rest of the event, is pretty dope. I wanted to get it again, but I didn't want to go twisting input shafts again, so I decided to go try something else. I have a few mates who run it and they say they're good, so give it a shot, see how she goes. All right, hey, got the clutch in, all torqued to spec. The flywheel was actually ugger-duggered to, I think it was 4 ugger-duggers, but the clutch here is actually torqued to, 18 newton meters up there, you see that? It says on the clutch, so any old dummy like me can do it. This is where we're stopping but for tonight. I did end up getting the diff in as well, so just chuck that in. I only bolted one drive shaft up so you can still turn it because it is welded. Has no oil in it, so I still got to put oil in them. But this is far we can go tonight. I wanted to get the box in, but I have lost, or I left the circlip for the, what is this, carrier, the thrust bearing carrier to the clutch fork, so I need to order a new one or find one because I'm not driving an hour and a half back just to go pick that up. And I also need to get a new gearbox mount because I left that there too. Which, oh, God, such a drainer because I could have this done tonight. But tomorrow I'm working on doing an exhaust on a Mark III Supra, so I might do a little show of that. We'll see what happens. Anyway, see you guys in a moment. Here you go, exhaust is all done on the Supra. Took me a bit longer than I wanted to, but I've been sick. So as you can see, I think it looks pretty awesome. It just one muffler, small little turn down tip there, nothing too special. Couple hangers, doesn't look too bad. The best part's obviously the V-band, and always the V-band. They're always the easiest thing to weld. Another hanger there. Then it's pretty much a straight through muffler, and it keeps it pretty quiet, which is pretty good. So just a cat back. Had to cut off the fitting for the O2 sensor or the temp sensor off his old cat and welded to it. So that was a bit of stuff around, but got it to work. But yeah, about to pull it down now, see how it starts. I did start it out of the V-band and it wasn't too loud, so that's why we decided on doing the straight through rear section. Perfect. I think it sounds nice. It's not too loud, it's not too quiet. I think you'll be very happy with that. It's a 1GG or something. Don't know. But the intake here looks bloody awesome. Yeah, anyway, we'll get this car out and then we'll chuck in the track car ready for tomorrow to put the gearbox in. So sad. First shot. How's that for first shot? Anyway, we've got the track car in the workshop now. Oh, God, I'm so upset. Just look at it. This poor thing is not very nice. I got to open up the bonnet. At least this is the only thing that looks good about it. Everything's sitting on it. Beautiful. 2.6 litre RB25 with a crack in the block. But we're gonna chuck on the hoist now, throw the new gearbox in. Once that's in, we'll maybe start it. Probably start it. Haven't started in a good month or so. And then we've got to fit up the new intercooler. Start making new cooler piping. I've been sick. I've been really sick the last 4 days. So I've had no time to work on this. So I'm not. I'm in a bit of a rush. We got 1 week, less than 1 week till Battle Royale. So gonna quickly rip into it. Get this thing done. Alright, just chuck the thrust bearing and the fork on. As you can see, bit of grease on there, not too much. I didn't mean to get it in the gap there, but I'll quickly wipe it off before I go chuck it in. I've got a new circlip for the carrier to be held onto the fork, which is sweet. As you can see, that's my cracked bell housing. So this thing's gonna have to be replaced after this event. So the box will have to come back out, get a new bell housing. I just don't have time to get one for this event. All right, the gearbox is all in now, and it's pretty much all back together, ready to start up. And it looks so good in here. Way too nice to be in this car at the moment. But it looks, yeah, really nice. Pretty happy with it. I was tightening this bolt and it started stripping, but I realized it was because I had a too small one, so I ended up putting a bit of bigger bolt in. Worked mint. Got to tighten put these rack boots back on, put the alternator on. Brand a freshie from Chris Klein from OG JDM in Geelong. So thanks, legend. Got all our tyres for next week. Well, 4 days away, basically. Drive shafts back on, tail shaft in. And yeah, if people think drifting's cool, it is until you have to pay for tyres, because this is $1,600 worth of tyres, and it's only 12. That's one event. So you put that together. It's not cheap drifting. It's I'm very lucky. Like, this isn't my workshop. I don't know if I've mentioned that. I'm pretty sure I have, but I've had people message me saying like, "Oh, I love your workshop," but it's not mine. It's my old man's. So I'm very lucky to work out of here, causing a mess, because most of the mess is mine. So he looks after me very well. So thank you, Dad. But yeah, it's good. It's very good having this joint. I'm very appreciative. But yeah, not my shop. I live at home. I work not far from here. That's why I can scrape by drifting. Crazy hobby that we do that is very fun and dumb. But I'm gonna drop the car down now, start it up. I've been trying to get it ready to start so I can go inside and eat, and I am starving. So yeah, let's start it. So I have no cooler piping on it, no air temps in, so I'm sure it's not gonna affect anything. Piping coming out, it should be fine. I think it looks really tough from this angle. Don't know why, but I like it. Anyway, she goes through gears. I already bloody crunched the gear. Idiot. Headlight fell off, obviously. It doesn't really want to rev properly. I believe it's because it has no cool piping, or maybe the air temp sensor, maybe. Don't know, but it sounds friggin' awesome. I got the exhaust finishing here, and it sounds really crisp. So I'm thinking, I reckon we get rid of the blast pipes. I don't know. I reckon the blast pipes kill it. This is what we got. I wonder if I should. I really don't have the time to make a new exhaust, but should I? Maybe what I'll do is I'll make a little straight out section and just have a dump tip finish just after the diff and aim down this way. But it does shoot big flames, so maybe I shouldn't. Maybe. I'll think about it. But yeah, it feels nice to have it running again. I was always stressful starting a car first time after not having it run for a very long time. So we got to figure out a new mounting system for the headlight here. Don't know why. I'm guessing the clips down here is broken. Yeah, of course it is. The whole thing's destroyed. I guess we got to drill a hole through here and zip tie it back up, and yeah, you know how it is. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat because I'm starving. Bye. little bit has happened now. Got the sort of front end all back together. It's not permanent. This is actually the front bar I've had for 5 years out in the backyard sitting. It looks just, it's a bit chaotic at the moment. So it looks really bad, but I have a bad rate at the moment. I think I've done 3 or 4 events, and every event I've smashed the front bar. So I'm not buying something and putting something new on. I'm just going to run this one, and this thing will probably last, but it won't be on the car for that long. I've still got to do some trimming. See, it doesn't fit. I've got to do some slots there, both sides, to bring it in. But as you can see, we've got the new cooler mounted. Looks absolutely awesome. I do have it a little bit on an angle. I need to adjust that. But here you can see some nice TIG weld on the bracket, just to get it nice and sturdy. But yeah, the boys, Men's Ed, sent this out, which I'm super stoked about. They also sent out some stickers, which is pretty cool. Little thing for your key ring. Awesome. So at Battle Royale, we'll probably have the driver signing. So I will have them there to give away, hopefully. And they also sent out this awesome Phoenix Radiators banner. So that's pretty cool. Hung it up. Looks pretty dope. But now I'm gonna pull the front bar off, start making the cooler piping. Just got a fresh bends here. I ordered them this morning. Didn't come because the couriers, so I had to take a quick drive to Dandenong and pick up some because they weren't going to make it in time. Wasn't going to get till Wednesday. So Shane at Amron hooked us up. So if you guys need materials in Melbourne, hit up Amron Industries. Probably the best place you can get everything you need to do exhaust cooler piping. They got it all. They got the V-bands, they have the Wiggins clamps, they've got titanium, stainless, mild steel alloy. What else they got? They have oval, pie cut ovals. Like you can buy pie cuts pre-made, weld them yourself, which I didn't know. So I found it out today. So massive thanks to Amron. Gonna try maybe get some oval stuff for this, depending. See how we go. Maybe one day I'll titanium. Don't know. Anyway, front bar off, cooler piping on. All right, the piping is all tacked up now. Bit of a mission, but it's all ready. Should clear the wheel, let's hope. This is my air tap sensor plug, so that'll plug right there. I need to get another one of them, or I'll probably just wing it, that's fine. But yeah, pretty much just 490s, and she's perfect. Anyway, that's been done for tonight. I'm gonna eat, go to bed, come back in the morning, get it welded up, maybe start playing with the rear end, getting that all lined. I also want to take it outside and pressure wash it. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Cooler piping's all done now. Got it welded up. Looking happy. How you going? Got the air temp sensor wide in. Had some major drum-ins with that, but it's all ready. Sweet, all solid. Now, I'm gonna try something. I have an anti-surge front housing here, and I think if you've been following me for a while, you know I do not like these. I'm gonna try run a reducer to a 3-inch, see how this is gonna sound. If you push this in, it goes over the anti-surge. Whoop. And it should just, hopefully, I'm hoping it's gonna give me all the turbo flutter I want. Should be a nice little test. See if it works. If it works, I'll run it and see if the car feels like it's got enough power, which I feel like it should, because it's not really that much of a restriction. I did do a test once from 4 inch to 3 inch on a dyno, and it didn't make any difference, so I'll give it a shot. But we're gonna pull the car out now, put it on jack stands, and pressure wash underneath the entire car, everything. Change the wheels over. I need to get the S14 out, take the wheels off that, put them onto this. And yeah, got a lot to do today. Hopefully we can get through it. Got her out of the shed now, and unfortunately found me a dead alternator just after I just replaced it, so that's annoying. I should probably stop starting it, but 10 volts, 9.9. Dose sounds good, but that's more like it. Look at this bloody thing. Anyway, we'll shut her off. I'll probably quickly rip the alternator off now. I just put it on anyway. I'll quickly rip this one off, go to the crash one I have, and maybe try to steal that one instead of trying to steal Klein's one again, because I don't want to steal hers and have her rage at me. But I am absolutely so happy with that dose. I can't wait to hear it on full noise. Although it's so loud now, you probably won't be able to hear it. But at least the front end looks actually really good at the moment. Like, that looks definitely better than the rest of the car. So anyway, alternator off, so cooler piping back off. Yeah, fucking mint. Got the car on jack stands now, cleaning the entire underneath of it, because it is a dirty boy. But I'm actually so stoked with the way that turbo dose sounds now with the 3 inch pipe. I can't believe I never thought of it. Hopefully it doesn't damage the turbo. Probably will, but don't care. It'll be fine. But the front end is actually looking really nice. I am pretty happy with it. So I'm not sure if I should even bother putting the front bar on, just because the front bar does actually make it look a lot worse. So I don't know. I'll decide. It'll probably not get smashed off, so I may as well put it on. But yeah, this side is definitely not pretty. I'm far out. Yeah, she's bad. This will have to go onto a rack to pull that out. Maybe I'll do that over the off season. When I start cleaning this thing up, I'm gonna cut this entire rear end off again, which I'm super keen for. I'm gonna cut out the entire boot, and I'm gonna try to do a plate that comes up and stops like here and straight up like that. Finish about here maybe, yeah. So then make this thing a proper comp spec car, I guess you could say. I really want to do tube front end, but that's also money, don't have. Anyway, I'm gonna get lunch, be back. Woo! Damn, she's clean, boy. Not really, super dirty, but front end is all back together now. As you can see, it's not ideal, but it is what it is. This guard I was pressure washing and paint flew off, so that's a bit unfortunate. But I've got the grill finally mounted better than it's ever been. It used to not mount on this side, but I've just mounted them to the OG JDM cooling panel. Engine bay looks bloody dope, as always. So, got the intake pipe. I've gone to a mild steel one instead, just for a bit of a deeper dose. So I just gave her a lick of paint so that she doesn't rust. Looks half okay. Might look a bit better in the engine bay. Worst case, if it does something wrong, I'll put the 4 inch back on. It is currently Wednesday night. Event is Friday, and I have just noticed I have a cracked rear knuckle. So don't do what I do and leave the car till the last minute before events, because I do this every time. Every time. I still haven't gone over and done a bolt check or nothing, so I might do that now quickly before I start pulling the rear knuckle apart. Annoying, but there's something definitely gone to mischief in the rear here. It's towing in a fair bit more than what it should be. I think the camber's normal, but yeah, it's a bit hard to tell with this rear end like this. But I'm gonna push the rear end out just a little bit, just to try and get the quarter of the open to stop from rubbing on the wheel. And I'm leaving it one tail light. It's see if they knock me back for scrutineering. Yeah, they do. Don't care. I'll drive anyway. Nice little mild steel welding wire hanger. Pretty sturdy. Oh god, I'm so dodgy. But I'm gonna leave this video here because I need to pretty much focus on the car and stuff like that. So no more filming. Next video will be obviously this drift event where I'll win the championship because it's guaranteed. I can feel it. So that is awesome. I'm pretty stoked about that. Probably my greatest achievement. So pretty stoked. Yeah, anyway, thanks to Phoenix Performance for the dope intercooler. Alex from Speed Tech for the gearbox. And I'll see you guys at Calder Park on Friday. Take care. Thought I'd quickly show the crack before I close the video. Right there. You can see that's on where the drive shaft goes into the hub. And that's where I can see it from in the car. So I'm definitely glad I'm changing this right now. All right, see you guys.